So today on the Crew 2 I'm going to show you some tips and tricks with a jet sprint boat and how we can get it up to its maximum level. So if you're not familiar with a jet sprint boat, it's a fast-paced time trial race, normally down some tight twisty turns, and best time wins basically. So they're quite nimble little things, you can turn them quite fast and they accelerate quite hard as well. Their top speed's not too bad, but not as fast as the other boats, but I think they're more fun to drive and definitely a lot more harder, definitely with the tight turns and the narrow courses. So I'm going to show you what I've been doing to get in preparation for Gator Rush, as they're going to focus more on the jet sprint boat, and mine wasn't up to scratch. I think it was on 70 something before I started, and now it's on 114. So the first thing that I done was I went to my pilot and my icon points. So my icon points I've literally put on Gold Finder and Lucky. Now this is the same if you want to start farming for parts. It's literally going to increase your loot quality and increase your loot drop. So I'd recommend put it on there. The other one doesn't really, this one here, vehicle, doesn't really affect you. I'm not sure if bumper does or if bumper doesn't, but I've put it on 25, which is the maximum, to increase the vehicle's avoidance tolerance by 10%. Now I don't know if it's vehicle on vehicle or vehicle on world, so I've put it on. If anyone knows what it is, then let me know, but I've put it on just in case. The other ones don't take into consideration if you're on a time trial with anything as its slipstream and if you're ahead and things like that. I mean, you're always ahead, so I'd assume it doesn't work, but it may do. Gameplay, I've actually got 1 point to spend, but gameplay doesn't have anything catered towards the jet sprint boat, so hopefully when they get the Gator Rush out, it will in fact have its own icon points to spend on, because at the moment it doesn't have any. There's nothing catered for jet sprint boats, or any boats to be fair. So anyway, that's what it is on your icon points, so don't forget, just Gold Finder and Lucky, that's the only two you need. So jump back to your vehicles, or actually go have a look at the vehicles, which is here. So with the jet sprint boat, I don't think I can sort it, no. There's this one, which is a BRAWLER, which is 82 miles an hour, and then there's the HORNET, which is 81 miles an hour, and then there's the one that I got, the LEOPARD, which is 83. So they're 850, 780 and 800. So this one here deemed the fastest at the start. Whether or not it is when you finish, I don't know. Oh, there is another one here, sorry, it's SPORTSMAN NZ edition, 83 and 830. So it's slightly less horsepower, but top speed is the same. So take your pick. I don't think it's really going to matter which one you choose. So yeah, they're the vehicle. So if we go over to my vehicle, which is here, if you go to performance, then as per any other vehicle, you have all your parts. So the best thing you can do if you're going to go for loot collecting is make sure you put, if you have it, put a perk on that is subject to loot drops. So I've got a few on here. I have, press wrong buttons now. I have this one here, which is a Gold Finder, and this one here, which is Lucky, so increased loot drops. That's the only ones I have at the moment, so you just got to keep farming, getting some more. That's about it. So the other thing I have done, I did change my pro settings a little bit. I did put my drift assist all the way to off. This used to be all the way up here, you can see a little dot. So I turned that all the way off. Weight distribution, I've done 2 clicks to the left to give me, I think it's 16 more top speed. Braking power, I've left it alone. Buoyancy, I've chucked smack in the middle. I don't know why, I seem to like it. I mean, you can put it all the way up to the top if you want. It will increase your 0 to 60 and your quarter mile time, and it will increase your lateral G. So I've put it here, and it just apparently increases my, we saw that just a second ago, it increased my quarter mile time, now it increased my lateral G. Anyway, smack in the middle. My whole friction I've left where it is, and my trim tabs, I always want to call it trim bias, trim tabs I've left default as well. So I mean, you can play with these as much as you want. You can see on the right hand side, these figures will change depending on what you've changed, what you've done, but that's my settings, that's what I like. Everyone's different, so have a play and see what you like. So the course that is in question is the quickest course on the map. It's Colorado Riverbank. Obviously there's probably some more courses to come out when Gator Rush does come out, but at the moment it is just this one is my favourite and it's the quickest. So top score, top time maybe is 114.08. Sorry, 80. All the other ones are higher. This one here, which is Main Highlands Cave, is 120. So this one here is definitely the best. At one point, I was pushing myself around it. I chucked everything on nitrous and put all my perks on stuff like nitrous and things like that, and I actually got up to 17th rank without a 120 boat. So it's not too far off. It's 3 seconds or something off the leader. So 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, 117.9. So yeah, it's not too bad. I've done quite well there. Obviously, when I get up to 120, I will try again and again and again and again, and probably get bored of it really quickly. But anyway, this is what I like. It's up to you whether you do normal. Obviously, you get less followers, less bucks, and less drops. You can see the colour of the live crate changing there. So I believe you get better loot drops at a hard race. So I've stuck it on hard because my boat is above 90. You can try it under 90, but you probably won't do it. You may do. So just stick to normal until you've learnt the course, and then once you feel ready, go over to hard and have a go. If you don't do it, just go back to normal. So we're going to travel here, and I'll show you a few other things. So the boat's quite relatively small. It's quite nimble. It jumps around a lot. I don't like this view when I'm racing. I don't like that view when I'm racing. Don't like that view. The view that I like is this one, with nothing can get in my way. I mean, I have done it for a bit on this view, and it's okay. Don't get me wrong, you can get through some tight turns a bit easier, and narrow gaps easier, but my favourite is the, I want to say, front camera view, or first person view. I don't know what you want to call it. It's this one here, so call it what you will, but it's this one. So, and then before I go into this, my other little tip is that under options you have key mapping. Now, depending on whether you're using a console or a PC like I am, depends on your key mapping. Now, I so happen to have a keyboard and a Windows controller, so I can use essentially both when I'm playing, which is a bit of an exploit, really. But the main thing is trimming. So when you're going through the water, you need to lift the bolt. You need to lift the front of the boat up. It goes over the waves easier. So this is called trimming, and to lean back with trimming, to pull the front of the nose up, you need to hold down right control, or on a, I don't know how to change this to thingy, I can never figure that out. There we go. Is left down. So you could, if you're on a console, you could probably change that to something else, or you could stick to what it is. It's left down, but I find it's so annoying when you're trying to turn that your thumb ends up in the most awkward of places and ends up being really uncomfortable when you just can't do it anymore. So, but what I do is, because I'm on a keyboard, I can use right control. I get a heavy object. What I've got my phone and something to rest it high, make it higher, and I literally just place it on the control or the right control, and hold on. I don't know if this works, and then I'm on, you can see it there, trimming permanently. So this will affect your turning, because the hull, I always want to say hull, but I don't think it is the hull, the nose of the boat is always up, so when you turn, it won't turn as good, and it'll create more of a wave or a bow effect. Resistance turning, I believe, is the key. So yeah, so that's a little tip. If you can hold it, it's gone. Done this earlier. I'm pressing left, it's going right, and I press right and it goes left. Really annoying. And I went forward. See, I go forward. If I go backwards, it's fine now. How bizarre is that? There's a little bug there. I'm sure I had it recorded. There you go. Doing it again. Look, you can see I'm holding left and it's going right. Just screws with my mind, that does. There you go, stop now. So yeah, it must be something when I'm going backwards or something. Controls invert or something, I don't know. Anyway, you need to go into here. I'm on hard. I wish they would get rid of these, whatever you call them, I can't think, gates to start once you've done it on normal and you've done it on hard. I mean, they are bringing out extreme. So hopefully they will get rid of it on that as well. Just a little skip button once you've completed it. I mean, once you've done it on each tier, it would be so much better. Anyway, this is the course, and it's quite short. I'm just going to run through it quickly. I'm not going to do anything major. I'm going to let the ghost go. So there's a few tight turns in here. You've literally just got to use the analog stick nice and gently, no fierce turns, and just watch out for any bumps and rocks in the road. I mean, there's one just there. This one here is probably the tightest turn. This one here you can go nice.
You need to be doing better.
And you go through the rocks here. Now this bit here is probably the most difficult to get right. And then you need to take a right turn here. I haven't used nitrous at all because I'm talking about it. You go this way, go left round here, turn on here. And as you go down through here, there's a little light on the left. You can turn just on that light. And you go across the finish line, but don't go too close because there's a rock just there on the left. As you come out of here, I go round right here. Then I go into this part. And then we've got the track again. So let me see if I can do it with a bit of NOS. And see how fast I see. I'm not concentrating enough, that's the problem. But this is the course, it's quite nice, it's quite flowing, there's no U-turns as such. The only most the trickiest part of the map is this bit here, but if you crash, I wouldn't worry, especially if you're on normal, you probably have plenty of time. I've crashed on hard, reset, and everything's been fine. I think I was still 10 seconds in it, so I haven't really pushed, haven't really done a lot, and I find it so easy on this course. I got 127, so 10 seconds over what I was doing, but I wasn't pushing all the time and I didn't have a lot of NOS. So I beat it quite easily. I've got my followers and I've got my bucks, but the main thing is I'm interested in these here. So as they land, hold down Y, collect them, and then you'll be transported or teleported back into the race again. This is probably the best tip that I can give you, so you haven't got to go through the gate procedure and waste valuable seconds. So let's see how fast I can get on this thing with a bit of NOS. 127 was my last one. I had a few knocks, had a few scrapes.
I think you need to make up some time.
Well, he's got probably a faster boat than me, so making some time. See? Anything can happen. Normally what I do is I get really annoyed now and then I'll have to restart it. And if you do need to restart it, all you do is you would press... No, you wouldn't press that. You don't press start. You press Y and then retry, hold down X on retry. Then you just teleport to the start if you're having such a bad race. I say X, it's A actually for me. Whatever button it is for you, you'll figure it out. There's that rock I was on about. So that's... I would recommend not to, if I jolt it really hard, it doesn't like it, so just a nice smooth movements on the analog stick. Unless you're in a tight spot and you need to go whoa. And then I suggest to NOS it out of there. I don't know if I'm going to do it this time. I've crashed every time, every lap. Problem is, it takes me a while to get into it, to really push it a little bit. But yeah, I'm nearly there. I can't remember, I'll get 142 and I'm 130, so I've done it again. So that's another 4 parts in 4 minutes. So you're looking at what, a part every minute, which isn't too bad. Just got to keep an eye on your parts because you can only hold 15, and once they fill up, they won't go in there anymore. So I'm not actually going to go and restart like you would maybe if you constantly farming it. So when it returns to freestyle, I will go into my performance and have a look. So this one I'm already on 120, but it might benefit me some more, but it doesn't, so I'm not going to worry about that. And as you can see, my lateral G actually changes for some reason. There's what's the details on this? So it's only pure and bucks. So this increased nitro power, and that decreases my lateral G. So I don't know why that one is, but yeah, anyway. So and then I've got this one here. So I've actually got a 120 part, and it's a collector. Increase the live reward. Well, that means absolutely bugger all to me. I don't really care about that. So, and this one here is nothing either, it's just nitrous. So I will keep it on that one because I can go faster. And then I've got this one here, which for some reason it's spawned one all the way down here. I'm just going to straight delete, I don't want it. I'm also going to delete that one. And then on this one I have got one that has a pure. So I'll equip that. I'm just going to delete this one. So every time you come in here I suggest you delete some because you can only hold up to 15. And I'm not sure, I don't think they go into your loot at your HQ, but I could be wrong, but I can't remember, I don't think they do. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it. I mean, you have got the other courses to do, you can do the other courses, but I would just suggest just do this one, just grind it. That's all you got to do. I don't know how many times I've done it, just go around, grind it. For some reason my trimming wasn't on then, so I can go down. So yeah, just do the little tips that I've done. There's nothing else you can really do really for tips on this. Just make sure your perks are related to what you're doing. So you would want the loot ones. Make sure icon points are the same on loots. You can do this little trimming trick if you really want to. Make sure you do nice light turns on the analog stick. Nothing too ferocious, otherwise you slow down too much. Like that, down to 50 miles an hour. Yeah, that's about it really. And then as soon as you've done that course, make sure you restart it and collect at the same time, and then happy days, you can just go on straight away and you haven't got to do that silly thing at the start of each course. But anyway, hopefully this video has helped you out, makes you learn a bit about jet sprint if you didn't know about it, and hopefully you can get your boat up to 120 before Gator Rush comes out. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm 99% there, well not 99, but you know, I'm pretty much there. It takes a while, it's not overnight. Yeah. So anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully you'll give this video a thumbs up, because I like thumbs up, I like seeing people interact. If you've got any comments, questions or anything, just hit me up in the comments and I will do my best to get back to you. And yeah. Also don't forget to subscribe, because I'm sure as soon as Gator Rush comes out I will do some more videos on the Crew 2 on that, see what we've got, see what we can play with. Hopefully they bring out some icon specifics for them, but you know, you never know. Awesome new boats. They haven't said they bring out new boats, only hovercrafts. So, and everyone knows the hovercraft sucks at the moment, where it's only 10. But that's another story altogether. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.